Hello, welcome to this presentation titled Solar Air Heater Performance Improvement by Thermoelectric Heat Pumping presented by Josue Roxagnon. Um, uh, Going to look at the different parts of our paper, the introduction, materials and methods, results and discussion and conclusions of our research. Here is the overview of the work. We have the TE heat pumping was incorporated into the solar air heater, and we experimented the prototype in an indoor and outdoor setup, evaluated the performance parameters and compared them with a conventional solar air heater. Solar energy appears as a good substitute for fossil fuel-based energy systems for electricity generation and low temperature heating applications, and as reported in the literature, combination of two or more solar energy conversion systems achieve higher energy efficiency than the standard systems, and the photovoltaic thermal system is the most popular form of such combination, with its output made of electricity and heat, and achieves higher efficiencies than either the PV alone or the thermal collector alone. But also, thermoelectric generators have been incorporated or combined with solar energy systems to produce electricity or improve electrical output of PV modules. So you can see here on this slide, TE modules were used with flat plate collectors to produce electricity when the TE generators produce electricity by virtue of a temperature difference between the absorber plate and the vacuum enclosure at lower temperature. Also, the heat incident on the irradiance incident on the absorber plate could be concentrated using Fresnel lenses, as shown in the middle of the slide, to improve the hot side temperature of the TE module. And also, those TE modules could be attached at the back of the absorber plate to use the temperature difference between the plate and the ambient to produce additional electricity, which added to the electricity output of the PV module improves the energy output of the whole system. And TE modules could be used as coolers. When powered by PV modules, they perform heating, cooling, PV cooling, or water condensation. So we have here some examples of those systems. As shown by the previous literature, we found that most current solar TE applications have been used with the aim of improving electrical energy output, either directly from solar radiation or additionally with PV modules. And TE coolers have also been used powered by solar PV modules to perform different heating or cooling tasks, including PV module, but they have not been implemented. They have not been implemented research with the aim of improving heat collection. So this study aims at incorporating TE heat pumps into a solar air heater with the aim of improving the heat collection in the solar. Materials and methods. We compare here the proposed system to a conventional system. In the conventional system, elevated temperatures in the absorber plate causes significant losses and reduces the energy output of the solar air heater. But in the proposed system, the TE heat pumps will be powered by the PV module to pump heat from the absorber plate, lower its temperature, also reduce the heat losses, and improve the energy, the heat collection of the collector. We can see here an overview of the proposed system on the left side of the slide, where we have the PV module and the thermal collector, and the air channel below beneath the two collectors, and with the air collecting heat from both the PV module and the thermal collector. So 4 TECs of the type TEC 11276 were attached at the back of the absorber plate in the thermal collector, with some heat sinks for effective heat dissipation into the air channel. So we can see on the right side the TECs at the back of the absorber plate and the heat sinks. Here we have the energy flow diagram of the system, where the PV modules produce electricity to power the heat pumps that pump heat from the absorber plate to improve the thermal energy, which is the energy output of the system. And this system has been constructed with the materials presented here, namely a glass for cover plate, casing which is wooden, the absorber plate which is in galvanized metal sheet, the insulation, the TE modules, and also the PV module. And we can see on the right side the distribution of the evenly distribution of the TECs at the back of the absorber plate. The materials and methods used. So we have used, first of all, an indoor experiment with simulated radiation using incandescent halogen lights, and the TEC is powered with a DC source, so as to get a controlled input to the system. And also we experimented the same prototype under real sky conditions, with the PV module attached to the collector, which produces electricity to power the TECs at the back of the thermal collector. The same data were collected both in indoor and outdoor experiments, and were fitted into some empirical relationships to determine the thermal energy production, the thermal losses, the heat loss factor, the energy efficiency, and also the heat removal. Results are grouped into indoor and outdoor tests. We can see the difference between the outlet air here, with a constant radiation of 900 watts per meter square, which was steady throughout the experiment. And as shown on the graph on the left side, we can see that the temperature at the outlet for the TE heat pumping solar heater reached higher values than the conventional solar heater. And also the same is depicted on the temperature rise, that is the temperature at the outlet and the temperature at the inlet, which was increased by 7 degrees Celsius with application of TE heat pumping. Also, the heat collection was higher in the TE heat pumping, and reached maximum value of 120 watts against 85 watts for the conventional solar air heater. And over the duration of the test, we had an addition of 5.1 kilojoule, which represented an increment of 45.9% relative to the conventional solar air. Also, the heat loss factor, the heat losses were reduced by 47%, and also the heat loss coefficient was also reduced by the heat loss coefficient, was reduced by 47%, and the heat losses were reduced by 34.23%. The energy efficiency also was increased by 13% in the TE heat pumping solar air heater. And also we also found that the heat removal factor was 0.59% in the TE heat pumping solar air heater against 0.52 in the reference solar air heater, with an increment by 13.46%. Outdoor test, here we can see the test conditions where the irradiance during the test with the conventional solar heater was higher than that during the test for the steel heat pumping solar air heaters. Despite this difference, we can also see that the outlet temperature as well as the temperature rise were both higher in the steel heat pumping solar heater than in the conventional solar air heater. Also, the heat collection was as well increased in the steel heat pumping solar air heater, especially during the sun peak hours, where the PV module output was at its peak during those hours, increasing the power input to the TECs. Hence, the TE heat pumping output. Then higher temperatures were then availed at the hot side, at the hot end of the TE coolers, allowing more heat collection by the working. Over the duration of the test, the increment in the heat gain was by 0.5 megajoule, and that corresponds to 22% increment relatively to the conventional solar air heater. Also, the heat loss coefficients were reduced by 38%, while the heat losses were reduced by 58%. The energy efficiency was also higher during the sun peak hours, and over the duration of the test, the conventional solar heater achieved 28% of cumulative efficiency, while the TE heat pumping solar heater achieved 47% of efficiency, which corresponds to an increment by 66% relative to the conventional solar. And also, we could see that the heat removal factor as obtained in the indoor test were 0.59 for the TE heat pumping solar heater and 0.5 for the reference solar heater. And also, by increment of the airflow rate additionally to the heat pumping, the absorber plate was cooled or had lower temperatures, as shown on this graph. So, as summary, we found that when we add steel heat pumping to a conventional solar heater, the heat collection was improved by up to 45%, and the heat losses reduced by up to 58%. And at the same time, the energy efficiency was improved by up to 13%, and the heat removal factor was as well improved by up to 13%. Steel heat pumping in this study was proven as a viable way of improving solar air heater performance, and both thermal energy production and energy efficiency were improved. The heat losses were reduced, and the heat removal factor was also improved. The absorber plate was cooled, and the increment, and this was allowed by increase in the airflow rate additionally to the TE heat pumping. So this research was funded by the German Academic Exchange Service (DAG), and participation in this conference was facilitated by the Association of Commonwealth University, the Engineering Fellowship. End of our presentation, and I thank you for listening.